Hey guys, Kaja here and welcome back to another diecast review. Now today we're reviewing Acer and Grem with headset. I thought I'd do these two together because they both got headsets and they're both they're kind of friends in it. Grem, I'd like to point out, comes with the camera as well. I can put it in the background. I think two separate people suggested this. I just can't remember the person's name. I think it was like Hot Wheels 81 suggested Acer with headset, and I'm so struggling to remember their names. I'm really sorry about this. And then I think it was Platinum Club suggested that, yeah. So Hot Wheels 81 and Platinum Club suggested these guys. So thank you guys for the review, for the suggestion. I say I mess it up every single time. I'm also going to be adding a bit onto this video as well on this. You may be wondering what this is. And it's a plastic mater from the UFO set. As you can see, it used to be blue, but I coloured it in. This is also the same mater that Aquastrike uses for his tater, but I've got it so you can use it with the light. You turn the light on at the back. I'll show you that further in a minute. So a couple of years ago, me and my dad built a mater with a working headlight, which I think you guys will like. I didn't think he didn't really deserve his own personal review, so I thought I'd include it in a review, and so I decided to include it in this one here today. Yeah, anyway, this is the review of Acer and Grem. I think we're going to review Acer first because Grem does have the accessory. So let's get on with the review on Acer. Alright, and so here is Acer with headset. He was released in the 2014 Lemon series, as was Grem, but Grem was a deluxe because he had that camera. As for his other releases, there really isn't any. This is the only one. He is seen in this state in. He is seen when they are in Tokyo, when Grem has the camera, and they also seen in Porto Corsa when they're up on the building. So in both countries, he is seen with this. So that is where he appears. He didn't have a big appearance with this headset in the movie. And neither did Grem. Oh yeah, they had them at the end of the film as well, or at least Grem did. So Grem had his headset the most, and then Acer had it like twice, I think. So that's probably only why he only got one release. Well, they both only got one release. As for other Acers and Grem, the only ones I didn't get were the In Trouble ones, I think. Yeah, In Trouble, Acer and Grem. So there wasn't loads, but there was a couple. I think they did the right amount of releases that they needed. This Acer is different from the original because it doesn't have that plastic mouthpiece anymore, like the Grem doesn't have its plastic mouthpiece, and they both have metal eyes as well, unlike the normal ones. They have plastic eyes, because you think these were 2 years after the initial release of the 3 years I think after the release of the initial diecast, because I keep forgetting it's 2011. So they had time to improve. Around 2011, 2012, Mattel were really bad. They were like probably slacking with putting mouth plates and everything. But now, as I told you in my Minion van, the Road Trip 3-pack, they're all metal now. So they're sort of picking it back up again, getting better and better quality. Apart from applying decals, they can't really do that as well anymore. But that doesn't matter. So yeah. I think we should go into the actual review now of Acer. Like I said, there's not much to say on this one. I'd probably go into more depth when I review the normal version of Acer, but that's for another video. So, as we start off at the front here, he's got a pretty, I can't really work out if it's mega angry. I think it's like angry, but maybe smiling or focused or something like that. I'm not too sure. He has his fallen bumper, like every Pacer does, even though Tubbs Pacer's bumper should really be straight. Big long mouth there. This is also textured as well on this one. It's all bumpy, as you can see there. With his two blinkers either side and his lights and his grille, which is actually different to the normal Acer. I don't really like how they made the grille wider. I know it's probably a bit more realistic, but I prefer it when it was a bit skinnier, when it's just like a line. So I don't like how they did that. We have his Pacer badge there in the correct position with the green on here. As we go onto the side, we have all his dirt, and we have the Road Hug tyres, as you can see there, Road Hug. All his mud under here, which is very nice. These bits are still plastic. I'm not sure if this is, maybe they're not. No, I don't think they are. Yeah, I don't think they are. I think these bits might be metal now, I'm not too sure. No, they're plastic. Yeah, they're plastic, unfortunately, and yeah, this is a bit of plastic, but at least we've got metal on the front. We've got his black trim there as well, which I'm surprised that's not more dirtier. I think that's bulkier than the normal Acer anyway. It looks a bit stupid actually when you look at it like that. We have his door handle as well and his plastic wind mirror. I've got to point out his eyes are also obviously the brown colour, and he's got that, both two eyelids are quite sort of determined squint in his eyes, I suppose. With silver trim as well. I'm surprised that's not rusted around his fishbowl or bathtub windows here, because if you could turn it upside down, cut this bit off, it's basically a fishbowl, and I dropped him because of the amount of windows of the Pacer. Well, a couple of fact about the actual Pacer itself, it was a fail. If any of you know about cars, the real life car Mazda RX-7 it has this engine called a rotary engine, where it's different to like a V8 and a V12 and all them inline 4 engines. It's got like this triangular rotor in the middle which spins around, and this car was actually meant to have a rotary engine instead of a V8, but General Motors, the creator of the Pacer, they cheaped out and went for the V8, which in turn caused the flop of the Pacer, because it was going to be quite faster than it actually was with that rotary engine. And because they cheaped out and chose this, the Pacer was just slow, boring, and kind of failed pretty much. I like them, but not many people did, probably because of that reason. Same thing with the tyres on the back again with the dirt. And on the back here, his license plate is fishbowl. Sadly, the same for every Pacer, apart from the Tubbs Pacer maybe. And we have AMC there, which is very cool. Ace, I think it's going to say Pacer, but it's rubbed out with his little hood, not hood, his trunk bit here, because this bit opens here. We have his two lights with his bumper plate, his bumper, which is also textured as well. Around the side we have this cool headset here. I've never seen one before, apart from these cars obviously. Before this they were just always went over, but this is the first new style we saw. Same thing I've said, just a bit more dirt on here, and his fuel cap as well. There's the base, if you're interested in seeing it. It's exhaust, the codes, it says Pacer on it, because it's actually the car type. It's probably not going to focus. You have to like hold it back here for it to actually focus. No. Yeah, that is about it for Acer with headset there. Yeah, very cool car. Maybe I don't know, what do you guys think? Should he deserve another release maybe when the Cars 3 hypes died down? Personally, I don't think so. Maybe Grem, because he's got the World Grand Prix camera, but I don't think Acer. Yeah, with that said, let's get on to Grem. Alright, so here he is, my favourite out of the two. Not saying that I like Gremlins over Pacers, because I actually think Pacers are cooler than Gremlins, but better in the fact that he has the camera, and I prefer his headset to Acer's, and his expression too. But yeah, Grem he's seen in exactly the two same places as Acer with his headset. Obviously, he's just seen in London as well with his headset. He uses the camera. I think he uses it at all the races. Yeah, apart from the London one. Oh no, he goes to use it. Yeah, he goes to use it at all three, but fails on his last attempt and kills Rodtalk Redline with it. So he uses it. I don't think anyone else uses it apart from him. So he's kind of been set to use it out of all of them. He has, like I said, the same 2014 series, 11 series release. They said just he was in a deluxe. I don't think he was a little bit harder to find than Acer, but you could find him at the time, but obviously not now. They probably go for probably about £14, maybe like roughly somewhere around $16, and then plus postage, which would be like £3.50, around $5. So it's quite a bit now, but back in when he was released, he was the average price you'd expect of wherever you live. Yeah, let's get on to the actual review of Grem. Here we go. First off, I love it, the fact that he has no mouth plate anymore. That's the best thing. They're also a lot heavier now. Don't know why they couldn't have just done this with the original one. It's got, I think, yeah, that's the same expression I think with his mouth. Maybe a bit different because it's metal. And with his bumper, once again textured, it's pretty nice. We have his silver lights there. His blinkers, it's always funny where they were placed. And then we have the little X in the middle, things like Gremlin X, I think this model was called. Now, this writing is smaller, so it probably won't want to focus. But it does, in fact, say Gremlin there. We also have his eyes here, metal, with the silver outline, with this sort of turquoisey blue sort of colour. which is quite nice. On the side here we have the gremlin thing. See, this is how the trim probably should be on Acer. Not that, maybe like a little bit bigger. That, a bit different to that I suppose. It should be a little bit smaller. He's got the famous hockey stick. Not all gremlins came with them, just this model, or this year model. I'm thinking it could have been more than 1 year that had it, but the original ones did not. It says gremlin up there with all the dirt there, I love that as well. With its brown wheels as well, that's nice. I think it's better, more realistic over Acer's. We have his, don't know what that is because it's black. No, maybe there is blinkers again, but they're black, so I don't know. With some silver trim around there and his side view mirrors. Up here we have some bumps in the roof, and then his roof, this little slat thing. I guess you could put luggage on there. Now we have the joke here that was made by, I think maybe Victor Hugo or something. No, not Victor Hugo, Alexander Hugo, about how gremlins, their trunks have been stolen. Because as you can see, that compared to that, he's kind of, it looks like he's lost his trunk. It's just been chopped off. But I think it's quite a nice design. Also, like the Pacer, the gremlin did come with a V8, standard for the time for these style of cars. I suppose another thing that crashed the industry for these cars was the fuel crisis in the late 70s or early 70s, whatever one it was. We also have his back window there, and if my phone would like, there we go. We have wrecked, sadly, once again, known plate for all the cars apart from J. Kirby Gremlin. This is all bumped up here. We have something I can't read, AMC. Don't really know what that is. I'm guessing that's the fuel cap, and then above is the thing to open the trunk. And we have his two lights as well with the little reverse lights on them there. Same thing this side, but we have different dirt obviously, and we have his headset. It's a lot skinnier than Acer's, but I do like it. It's very nice. And here is the base. If you're interested in that, it doesn't have them big bulky bits like Acer, as you can see there. It just has his code written straight on, which I prefer. You can see his exhaust and all that there as well. Now here's the camera, the World Grand Prix camera. Very nice. It rotates all the way around actually, if you want it to. It looks pretty nice. It's pretty detailed. World Grand Prix, got some buttons there. The little switch that Grem flipped in the film, and you can drive him up like that and then aim at someone like Acer. So there you go, you could look around and aim. I think it's very nice. You've got the bit on the top as well, World Grand Prix. That is very nice there. I like that. But yeah, that's about it for Acer and Grem. I hope you two guys who suggested it, I hope you guys enjoyed it. As for the little bit we're going to go on to now, we're going to review Mattel, but as I said, Hot Wheels 81 and Platinum Club, I hope you guys enjoyed this review on Acer and Grem. I know I did hand like that, as you can see my shadow, but I meant the other way. Yeah, let's get on to the extra little review I've added here myself. This wasn't suggested, I just felt like I needed to show you guys. So let's get on to showing the special Mattel. Okay then, so here he is. Here is the special Mattel here. As you can see, some differences already. We have some wiring at the back there and bigger bits cut here. Now this is just a plastic Mattel. Came with the Mattel Unidentified Flying Mattel. It came with that set, and as I know this is the same model as Tater that Aquastrike uses, is because the base is blue, or was blue before I coloured it in. But yeah, as you can see here, we have the bulb. As you can see, that it had to be made a bit bigger for it to fit. You can see some cuts down there as well. You might be able to, yeah, you can see through it there. You can see some cuts there. So it had to be taken apart, but luckily it screws on the plastic cars. You can see some tape under there as well. It goes all the way to the back and comes out of that little hole there onto this little battery pack. And all you do is grab this little thing here, and as you can see, it shines. So you just grab it and you make contact with the battery there. And then if you get it in the right place, if I can do that successfully, his light works. It's blue, but I guess that doesn't matter because it's like the ghost light. I'll show you him with the lights turned off as well. Okay, here he is with the lights off. You literally cannot see him. You can see Acer there, lighting him up. But it's really hard to get in the right position. We got it. See what it's there. Ooh, there we go. So you have to hold it, but if you were going to play with this Mattel, it wouldn't matter. Just drive him around. So that is him there. And now if we turn the lights back on, there we go. The camera's not going to like that probably. Yeah, there you go. That's my little custom made Mattel. I can personally say I've never seen a Mattel that has had a working light before. So I hope you guys like that little idea there and like the extra part of this review. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I hope all of you who were watching did enjoy this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notification bell so you never miss another review. As always, I'll see you in the next review guys.